The station is Classic FM 97.3. And my name is Kel. That is Kel. I promised you I'd be having guests in the studio, and they are right here. So I have with me the last men and women standing of the latest Big Brother Naija season 9. And that was tagged No Lose Guard. All right, so we're going to be having an amazing conversation with them, just, catching up. Asking them how their time in the house was, what they got up to, if they had any strategies, if they thought their strategies helped them get this far. So I have with me Kellyrae, Wanni, Onyeka, Victoria, Nelly, Ozee, Anita, and Sooj. My goodness, it's a full house. How's it going?
It's fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So it's a full house. I'm going to try as possible to make sure that everybody gets their allotted time. So I'm going to start with Anita. You had a romance with Topher, right? And you also had friendships with other male housemates. So I want to ask, was that kind of your strategy, kind of getting some romance in the house, or that just happened?
No, it wasn't part of my strategy, and I didn't have one. I just wanted to go into the house and just do my thing. And also, going into the house, I didn't have any intentions of getting into a ship, as we call it. Mm-hmm. And what happened between Topher and I just happened naturally. And every other friendship was the same as well.
If you could go back, would you do any one thing differently?
No. I enjoyed my time in the house. There were ups and downs. However, I was my authentic self while I was on the show, and I don't think there's anything I would do differently.
All right. I like that. Let's go to Victoria. There was some apparent love triangle with Onyeka and Ozee. That's what the streets is saying, not me. So I want to ask, did it mess with your head? Did it affect you in any way?
So at first, when the narrative started, when they started talking about the narrative, I tried to withdraw myself from the situation. I don't think there was a triangle. We were all just friends, and I'll just leave it there. We're friends. That's all.
Okay, that's all. All right, so what was the toughest part of being in the Big Brother house?
So the toughest part for me was during the first week when I went in, and I was struggling to find myself and just process the emotions I had running all through my mind. So yeah, that was the hardest part for me, because I had to process all of that on my own.
Wow. If you were given a chance to do it again, would you do it again?
Definitely.
Okay, all right. Ozee, let's go to you. So I want to ask, how did you handle the sort of backlash from viewers over your perceived treatment of Victoria?
To be honest with you, I haven't seen any backlash. I haven't engaged in that. If the person they're talking about, Victoria, still respects me and is still my friend, I can't really pay attention to other things that aren't even close to understanding. So I haven't even paid attention to any of that.
Do you think that your alliance building strategy helped you get this far?
I keep hearing this alliance building. For me, I forged organic friendships. I was able to give myself to everybody in different ways, but every friendship I formed was organic.
Okay, all right, nice. So you made true friendships in the house.
Of course.
And these are going to last.
Yeah, I'm looking to even collaborate with them as soon as possible.
All right, cool. Onyeka, let's go to you. What was the most challenging part of living in the house for you?
Challenging part of living in the house for me was... when I was working on wager tasks, because I had a lot to do most times. So that was really challenging, writing scripts, putting people together to act a drama and all those stuffs. The tasks were actually quite challenging because there was a lot to do for me most times.
Okay, and did you have any romantic relationships in the house?
Well, I didn't have a romantic relationship in the house.
Okay, because the streets are saying something different. So these are questions from our listeners that I'm putting to you.
Yeah.
So apparently, so they're saying that you had some sort of love triangle with Ozee and Victoria in the whole mix. That's what they're saying.
Well, guys, I stayed I was friends with Ozee from the first week. So, what triangle? Do you understand? were friends from the first week. We're already saying besties from the first week. So I don't know. I don't know what that talks about. And I mean, if that's what they feel, that's on them.
All right, so you heard it from Onyeka, you've heard it from Victoria, you've heard it from Ozee. There was no love triangle and everything is cool. So I'm going to go to you, Sooj. Let me ask you, what was your biggest struggle in the house?
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Yeah, my biggest struggle is just, so I'm the type of person, naturally my approach is very, very easy. I don't mind like regular day-to-day life activities. Like I just take everything on and just think I can tackle on any challenge that comes my way, basically. So yeah, I went into the house with the mindset that it was going to be smooth sailing, and yeah, any problem, I'll just chin up and take it. But the going in and just facing different emotions I haven't really dealt with, or in real life situations, you can be distracted. Yeah. You can move away from any problem or situation that you're facing. You can distract yourself from it. But in the house, just having to face them and fight through them, just work towards it by yourself. Maybe sometimes in this situation, we're privileged to have a partner that we could share some of our problems with and just bounce off on each other's strengths. So just battling different emotions and handling them internally. Those are some of the challenges I faced in the house.
So you mentioned,
but I was able to overcome them. Clearly, you can see that there was growth as I transitioned into the finishing stages of the game. Yeah.
So I wanted to reference something you said. You mentioned your laid-back approach. Do you think that actually really helped you to get this far? If you could do this again, would you want to still take that laid-back approach?
And I feel like whatever got me to this stage was just me being me being authentic, me being my personality all around, and the grace of God. That's what got me to the finals. That's what got me to where I was and where I am, and that's my general approach to life. Everything I want to do is on its way to me. I'm a firm believer, and I have faith in everything I want to do.
All right, I like that. Thank you. So Nelly, I'm going to move to you. How did you cope with the multiple nominations without losing your cool?
I didn't have that much nominations per se, because we won 2 times head of house with immunity, and it was, I mean, at the point I was like, oh, okay, I felt like people didn't like me. You know that feeling now, because everybody was just doing kumbaya, happy, having conversations, being happy. So it was more like, oh, they actually don't like me. But then again, I just left everything for God to decide.
Well, and here you are.
Yes, of course.
Did you go into the house saying you were going to form friendships, or you're just going to let things just happen organically? If you made a friend, you made a friend. If not,
yes,
whatever.
Okay. I'm a type of person that it's very difficult for me to like call people friends, because I like my circle very small. And going into that type of show, which if you have to trust somebody to like talk to people about your personal feelings or things that are going on with you, you can't just let it out like that, because you don't, even if you're just telling one person, it's like you're telling the whole world. So it's more like you look for somebody that you feel safe with to discuss anything personal. So going into the house, I didn't actually feel like, oh, I'm going to have so many friends. I know how the show works, and I've watched many other ones, so I know how it is at the end. So everybody always have their different opinion about you, and friendship was never the thing. But I was like, if at all I will make friends here, I don't mind. I'm open to that, but unfortunately.
So apparently you had 9 auditions. Is that true? Is that accurate?
Yes.
Did you think that helped you in actually getting into the house this time?
Actually, yes. Yes, because I had tried so many times, and right now, looking back, I'm like, if I had got into the house then, I really don't think I would do so well, like the way I did now, or getting into the finals, because right now I have my goals set. I know what I want. I know the brand I'm pushing. Then I was just a fan. I loved the show. I love seeing people there. I just want to be there. And going into the house and seeing all the emotions, everything, how everything turned out. Trust me, if I had gone then, I would just run away.
So basically, you are more mature enough to handle it.
Yes, I feel like I'm more matured enough to handle the whole situation. So, yeah.
So, I have a question for you and Sooj. Apparently, there is some romance in the air. Yes. Do you think that kind of helped your strategy too as well? Or, do you think sometimes it kind of clouded your judgment? You know how when you're into somebody, you just want to see them through rose-tinted glasses. So do you think that the relationship helped you on the journey? Or do you think that sometimes you could have done something differently there?
No, it actually helped me because at some point, someone like me that really do have I fought with anger issues in the past years. So he always had a way of talking me out through those moods. And our relationship wasn't a strategy at all. It was natural, and we enjoyed every moment, and we are still enjoying it. Thank you.
Any comments?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, in the house is, you need a safe space. You need for some people that don't necessarily like to be vulnerable to everybody, you at least need to have moments of vulnerability where you can confide in someone. And as much as it's a game, you still need that safe space. So she was able to provide that safe space for me amongst other people I shared friendships and relationships with in the house. So it wasn't a strategy. She was somebody that there was genuine love from the onset, from the first time I saw her. So it was never a strategic move for me.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So I'm going to come to you, Wanni. It seems like there's a lot of romance that's just flying in the air in this season, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love love. I love love. So you have a relationship, have or had a relationship with Shawn? Have or had? Which one? Is it still going on? Have. Okay. Yes. So, how was it just navigating a relationship in tight quarters like that? You know how generally when you're dating somebody, you can go to your house at the end of the day, or if you're tired of them, you can just take a break, but you're in the same house with them. How did that feel?
It was normal because you're on a show, there are cameras, but still I felt like I was with my person. The only difference is there are cameras, and I was living my real life. I was being real, I was being authentic. So, and I love, so it was quite easy for me.
Oh, love. All right, so I want to ask, do you think that you were perhaps a tad bit too emotional during your time in the house?
No, I don't. Like I said, I was authentic. I was being me. So it's just Wanni being Wanni.
Wanni being Wanni. Yes. What's your biggest regret in the house?
None. If I was to go back again, I'll do things the same way I did it. So
I like that. No regrets
at all.
Okay. All right, let's come to you, Kellyrae, the winner for this season. I spoke to your wife was here last week? Yes.
Yeah.
So I spoke to her. And I'm just going to ask you the same thing I asked her. How did it feel being in the same house with your person and not being able to openly show them affection?
That was extremely difficult to do. Considering the fact that she's someone I've known for 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, the connect is mad. Effortlessly, we just play, we just vibe. You get siblings, friends. You get. So it was difficult, very difficult, but I had to hold myself. I had to tell myself, bro, you know where you're coming from. You know where you're going to. 2 months will take anything. If it was even 3 months, I would have held myself. No pride, I would have. 4 months I would have. Because I told myself you have to be disciplined because it's a test.
Yeah.
Can you actually be disciplined? Try it, let's go. It was difficult, but
it paid off. It paid off. So I want to ask, it seems like you're not involved in a lot of drama like that. So how are you able to handle conflicts without getting over the top when it comes to drama?
Like I always say, to buttress what Nelly said, probably if I'd gone into the house, let's say 5 years ago, I would have misbehaved. I would have maybe gotten multiple strikes. But I've matured I've been able to build myself into this kind of person that I can handle things. I'm a married man now. Soon I'll start having kids. What kind of man will my kids see every day while they grow? You know, I had to ask myself that question. And so I'm a grown person now. There was nothing I saw in the house that I have not seen outside the house. That was even nothing. So going inside the house, I told myself, this is real life. You know, if I can handle this thing outside, I can handle it there. Although I learned things in the house though, but it was not difficult for me at all. Navigating through it was not difficult. But there were a few times I lashed out. You get, because of course we're humans. I can't take it all in all the time, but it was not difficult for me at all.
Do you have any regrets or anything you would have liked to handle differently?
Absolutely none.
If you were to go into the house again, you know, pretending that your wife wasn't your wife, would you still do it the same, or would you rather say, no, this is my wife, I beg? Would you rather, you know, like claim your relationship openly? Or would you want to do the same strategy again?
I won't claim it open. Never. I won't do it because I don't trust the soul. Yes, I don't trust the soul. Wow. You can like me. Your friend might not like me, and they can, because we're humans. They cannot. I don't trust you, not because I feel you're a bad person. I don't trust you because, first off, we're all there to play. No matter how much you love me, you're there to get the money. You understand? Even if you love me, you cannot love me more than the people you have to feed outside, the people you have to, you understand? So I don't trust you not because I feel you're a bad person. I don't trust you because even if you like me, the next person close to you who is your friend might not like me. Or let's just say you're there to play. So I would never do that, never.
Okay, all right, thank you. So I want to ask one last question to everybody. I'm going to go starting from here so you can answer. If you were to go into the Big Brother house now, knowing everything that you know, would you do it again?
Knowing everything I know, would I do it again? I think I've done it all. And like right now, girls are preparing to like get married, have kids, stay cute, you know, like we are done with that. We've lived it, we've done everything, we've made our names, you know, or I've made my name, so I'm okay.
So would you recommend anybody going into the house? Would you tell them, you know, go for it?
Of course, guys, I would tell you, go like, come on, if you don't audition the next Big Brother audition, I think you're, I don't know, missing out. You should audition. Like, that is a great platform, a great opportunity. It helped me a lot. That's my best advice. Try and get into it if you can. It is a great place. It's not what you think. You don't need connections, guys. Just be you, be real. Those things are lies. So please, if you have the opportunity, try to get in there.
Okay, all right, thank you. Nelly, what about you? Would you do it again, knowing everything you know now? And would you recommend anybody who wanted to go into the house to do it?
I can't recommend, but I'll also tell them to be prepared for what is coming. And going in there, you have to be mentally ready and physically ready, of course, because it's not just going in there and just partying and having fun. There are too many things to it. So before you decide that you want to go into the house, you just have to be mentally ready for anything that comes with it.
What would you do it again if you had the opportunity?
Yes, but not anymore.
All right, what about you, Wanni?
If I did not do it this year, of course I would do it for the first time. But again, if there's money, I will go. But if it's for free, no. And to anybody that wants to do it, I would advise, because you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. And like Nelly has said, be fit mentally and physically, because the show is quite strenuous on the body and mind. But like I said, there's everything to gain and like really nothing to lose.
Okay, all right. What about you, Anita?
If I had, knowing what I know now, and let's say I wasn't on the show this year, would I still go? Yes, I would, because to any part that you feel like, oh, it's not so good, there are like lots of good parts to it. And for me, I've come out, I mean, it's just been a few days, but I know that it's been amazing for me so far. And then it just makes me wonder what it's going to be like in the coming weeks, in the coming months as well. So there's lots of positive sides to it. Would I recommend it to somebody? Absolutely. Besides just being there, it's also about what it can do for you or what you can do for yourself from being on the show. And also, it's not always what you think it is. You think, oh, let's just go, like you might consider it a holiday. It's not, man. It's very different. So, but just prepare your mind. You know what you're going in for. And you just tell yourself that regardless of the situation, you're just going to keep true to it and see yourself to the end of it. So, yes, I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to.
All right, thank you. What about you, Ozee?
So for me, as much as it was a show, it was also a social experiment. So And typically to jump to the next level, you probably need a big test. And that was what I saw it as, a test, which I feel like I passed. So having passed the test, I don't want to look back. So would I do it again? Maybe if there's a different kind of value that I'm looking for that it can provide, yes. But I've gotten what I needed to get from it. So to other people, I would, again, like I said, a test that can really show you who you are and help you get to the next level. You know, they say smooth seas never made a skillful sailor. Yeah. So if you have the opportunity and you want to try and apply, go for it. And you never know. It was an experience that really helped me elevate myself. So if you can do that for me, you can do that for anybody else.
But I don't think I asked you, what was your biggest regret in the house? Did you have any?
I wouldn't say I had any regrets because I lived my life in real time. And for everything that I did it with the best of my intentions. And that's all I can say. So next time I probably would give it my all and do it with the best of my intentions. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, Sooj, what about you? Would you recommend anybody who's trying to get into the show, would you tell them to do it? And if you were asked to do this again, would you do it again if you had the opportunity to?
You need to be mentally ready. It takes a strong mind to go through the process, start to finish, wherever the case may be. It takes a strong mind, so you need to be mentally ready. You need to be prepared because it's... I don't mean to sound like a broken record because I feel like almost everybody has said everything I'm about to say, but it's going to be challenging. It's going to be tasking. You need to know within yourself why. You need to find your why and you need to drive on that purpose. So as long as you have purpose and you know what the end goal is for yourself, then you should. So be prepared, be mentally ready, be physically ready, because it is not going to be easy. Everybody goes through a test. And for you to attain a certain level of success, you need to be challenged. You need to be put through a test. So if you want to, I genuinely feel like you should, because there's no harm in trying. That's how my journey started. All I wanted to do was to just try. At least give it a shot. If they were to tell me no, good and fine. But they saw something in me that made them want to pick me. So yeah, there's definitely something in you as well. Just believe in yourself and boom, just carry on. I would do it again if I was asked to. I genuinely would do it again because I learned different sides of myself. It was a learning experience for me, and I did learn on the show. I did grow. So yeah, I would do it again.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. What about you, Kellyrae?
Yeah, if anyone wants to do it, I'll advise them to. Yeah, you can, you should. They've said everything. You have to be mentally ready and all. But then find your purpose, know yourself first. Then know what you're going for. You don't do things because others are doing it. Know what works for you. Yeah, and follow suit. Because what you think people don't like might be a thing that they celebrate at that particular time. So just do you. And then know that nothing comes easy. I'm not supposed to be telling you, you have to be mentally ready. You have to even if you want to sleep on your bed for the rest of your life, it's not even easy. You understand? Nothing good comes easy. Be ready for it. If I have to do it again, probably if Madame approves, maybe I will do it.
All right, what about you, Victoria?
So I would simply say go experience it for yourself because watching the show and going into the house is like a total different experience entirely. And if you're all about self-discovery and self-growth, then you should definitely take a chance. Then lastly, we cannot overemphasize on the fact about you being mentally ready because trust me, that house will challenge you. You have to be ready. And just know the main reason why you're going in and stick to it. I think that's it for me.
Okay, would you do it again if you were asked?
For now, no.
So not even just the house challenging. Even on the outside, you need to be ready for what's to come on the outside.
Yeah.
So be ready for the game itself and what's to come after the game. So pre-game, post-game.
Even after the game.
Pre-game, post-game, inside the game. All right, thank you so much. I think I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you all for being here today. Kellyrae, Wanni, Onyeka, Victoria, Nelly, Ozee, Anita, and Sooj. And I wish you the very best in your journeys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.